You're listening to Seven Horns AI, your AI-powered market update. Hello, and welcome to your market wrap-up for Wednesday, June 3, 2026. Wall Street took a breather today, with major indices pulling back after a strong run. The S&P 500 closed at 7,556.82, down 52.96 points, or 0.70%, marking its first decline in 10 sessions. The Dow Jones Industrial Average was the weakest link, shedding over 620 points, or 1.21%, to finish at 50,687.07. The Nasdaq Composite also ended the day lower, down 0.89%, closing at 26,853.98. Intraday, markets opened under pressure and selling accelerated almost immediately, with the Dow opening about 0.33% lower. While the S&P 500 and Nasdaq showed some resilience at various points, with some semiconductor stocks finding strength, macro headlines weighed heavily. Afternoon trading saw indices drift toward session lows, and the Dow finished squarely at the bottom of its range. Looking at futures, S&P 500 June futures are currently trading around 7,571, essentially in line with today's cash close, with no meaningful after-hours move yet. Shifting to individual movers, Meta was the standout winner, gaining 4.24% to $622.98. This came after an analyst upgrade and the launch of an enterprise-grade AI business agent. After-hours trading shows Meta giving back about 0.5%. On the downside, Nvidia was the biggest mega-cap loser, falling 3.62% to $214.75, primarily on profit-taking. Microsoft was also notably lower, down 3.17%. Tesla, however, was remarkably flat, effectively sitting out the broader market sell-off, down just 0.01%. Beyond megacaps, Navitas Semi rocketed 19.26% during the session on a technology showcase, but is down over 8% after hours. Poet Technologies also surged 11.29% before falling nearly 5% after the bell. Today's pullback on Wall Street, with the S&P 500 closing lower by 0.7%, could weigh on Asian sentiment. While Japan's Nikkei 225 had a strong session earlier, closing up nearly 3%, Hang Seng futures are pointing to a continued negative tone for Chinese equities, suggesting a cautious open for the broader Asian markets on Thursday. The dominant story today was escalating geopolitical tensions in the Middle East, with missile launches and retaliatory strikes rattling markets and sending oil prices higher. WTI crude traded near $94.86 a barrel, while Brent touched $97.51, up 1.6%, nearing the psychologically important $100 mark. The United States Oil Fund ETF USO closed up 2.62%. This surge in energy costs fueled inflation worries, which were exacerbated by hawkish comments from two Federal Reserve officials, signaling that a rate hike later in 2026 may still be needed. Despite the risk-off sentiment, gold ironically fell, down nearly 1%, as a stronger dollar and higher real yields offset safe haven demand. Looking ahead, the oil shock is a key variable to watch, particularly if Brent crude pushes past $100. Also, pay attention to the after-hours reversals in some of the high-flying AI and semiconductor names, which signal profit-taking. For tomorrow, geopolitical developments, further Fed commentary, and any continued movement in energy prices will be front and center. That's your market wrap for today. This has been a Seven Horns AI production. For more insights, visit us at sevenhorns.ai. We'll be back tomorrow.